so you guys are like in front of me now, just a little tinier, so that way like I'm not constantly like brah, brah, like staring in off to space directions 24/7.
Okay.
It's an important to me. It matters. It's like for the other podcast show that I do, like I've had to switch around my setup because it was really awkward constantly talking this direction or that direction. So I was like, I need to have the people, at least generally in front of me.
Fair.
Oh, I could do this. This is a way better setup.
Everyone just rearrange your setups. However you normally do it a different way today. That's the theme of the stream.
No, I just realized I could full screen Streamlabs and then have Foundry on a different map and it not look awful. So I can overlay the actual map over the StreamYards thing.
Oh.
So I don't have to keep accidentally clicking on my thing.
That's a great idea. You're a fucking genius.
I am a fucking genius.
Yes, I am a goddamn. What's the alcohol percent on your beer, by the way? Is you like 40% in that bad boy?
Fucking genius.
5%, I think, at most.
Casual beer, not bad.
It's a brown ale. It's a nice beginner ale. I'll do the Russian Imperial stouts that are 10% next time.
What's the what's the dream? Like, what is this like going to become a full-time thing, or was this kind of like a novelty? Oh, this will be neat kind of thing.
Well, probably kind of a neat kind of thing. I had mead that I made, Christ, almost 10 years ago at this point.
Still in the barrel? Just been.
Oh, it's in bottles now. It's been in bottles for ages.
Did you drink any of it?
I did.
Was it good?
I made 6 gallons of it.
Holy shit. Really nice. Yeah, I think you got enough. I mean, if there's ever an apocalypse, you'll have plenty of bread sustenance.
Yep. So I'll probably go grab a bottle for next time.
Mike and I bought a bottle of raki from Turkey when we come back. It's very nice, very strong.
What is raki?
It's a distilled white alcohol that's got anise in it, and it turns white when you put water in it.
It's like drinking, I don't know, like something medical that you should put when you have burns.
No, it's not medical.
For disinfection. Yeah.
The nice stuff's good. The cheap stuff's nasty as fuck. But
something like you put like when you have head trauma or something on your head.
No, if you drink enough of it, it can cause head trauma.
Apparently, you can find raki in the pharmacy.
You wouldn't tell the difference, like if you put that in your wound or if you drink it, you wouldn't tell the difference.
Well, I drink it straight and it's not killed me yet, so it's fine.
Oh, it's basically a combination of grappa and anise.
Yeah.
Gross.
It's good. Does the job.
It looks like it does the job.
It burns all of your insides. You don't have insides or feelings afterwards.
It's very nice. I quite enjoyed it in Turkey.
I feel like we need to normalize alcohol tasting like fruit juice, so that way it's always enjoyable. Like, does anyone legitimately prefer the taste of alcohol over any other drink?
Some,
like alcoholics.
Yes.
I mean, but like literally prefer it. Like, would you ever go to a restaurant and like, for flavor's sake, order an alcoholic beverage, or is it always the intent to like get mildly effed or seriously effed up?
I'll drink a whiskey because I like the flavor of whiskey.
But like, would you rather drink that over like any other drink?
Depends on the mood.
Really?
Yeah, like
it's a European thing.
If it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not going to be like, "Hey, bartender, hit me with that double malt whiskey." It'll be like some water or something. But
that's like, yeah, I'll have a lager.
Yeah, like, or a cider during the day. Actually, yeah, because I really like the taste of cider, wine, and whiskey.
This might be a me thing then. Like, literally, if I'm ever drinking alcohol, it's either because I'm trying to put on a front as some kind of person, or I'm trying to fit in with other people. Like, it is never like I totally could go for a blah, blah.
That I've found is a very American thing. Most Europeans I know will drink alcohol in lieu of something else because they like it.
Like sometimes I'll go to the market and I'll be like, okay, I want to drink a beer today or something. It's like pretty common here. Like even if you go like to meet up with friends and just chill, you might drink beer, something like that.
Yep. Beers and cider are quite common.
Before I hit the intro, Deb, I'm demanding you make your Chumbawamba joke.
No, it's too late now.
Is it about getting knocked down and then getting back up again?
No, because we were saying whiskey, a whiskey drink, a cider drink, lager drink.
Nice. You got a whiskey drink, you got a cider drink, and you got the intro to the show. Oh yeah, everybody. Welcome to the show that was maybe scheduled for last week or the week before that, who knows? But we are here, everybody, on the coast of Strahd. It's so beautiful. And I know Panos was feeling the groove. Him and I were having like a little dance sesh while the intro was playing. I didn't see everyone else getting as into it, which kind of hurt my feelings, but you know, it's fine.
I was drinking cider. I'm sorry. That's confident.
Alcohol ruins
appreciate the dubs.
Yeah, we were just 24/7 dabbing the entire time, just hardcore. But welcome everybody. It is it's been a minute. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling?
Good. Looking forward to seeing where we're going in this elevator.
Yeah.
Straight
I remember
hell.
a movie about an elevator in hell called The Devil. It's pretty good movie.
All right, sick. Well then, let me catch everyone up as to where we are. So the crew is still on a timer, if you recall. So there was a whole sitch where they've entered Ravenloft and they had a nice little dinner with Strahd. Strahd said some stuff, ate a bride, and then they got free reign of the place and have kind of been poking around. They found like some dark rooms. They found like a dining hall made out of like meat and bones with a dragon skull in it, and they've kind of been avoiding danger throughout. They ultimately found themselves in a nice little like cathedral, like churchy kind of environment, and found like a dead dude on the ground with like a sick mace that Carl picked up, and there was a magic little statue that everyone's name Augage picked up, which was beautiful. I don't know if I ever told you, but if literally anyone else attempted to pick that up, it would have been devastating.
Oh, because she's the only good character.
Yeah, like the guy who died there, spoilers, like died because he was not good aligned and picked it up.
Oh, pickle.
So yeah, so that kind of worked out. That Augage was naturally drawn to the statue, and then they were also in the catacombs doing some sneaky stuff and found themselves the graves of Mr. and Mrs. Strahd themselves, and in Lady Strahd's tomb there was an actual amulet of a raven kind as foretold in the Taroka rating. So the holy symbol of Ravenkind is in the party's hands. However, Calanthos, the other one, was able to determine that only a good aligned cleric or paladin would be able to use it. And then, go ahead.
I'm the worst paladin. Like I can't use any of the cool stuff we found.
I mean, I think you're in the running with Pi, with bad paladins. I mean, like your paladin can cast spells at least. Like when we did our little one-shot campaign, I was reminded of how useless Pi is from a spell casting perspective.
I warned you.
Yeah, you really did. I wish I still had those messages because I was so like cavalier about it. I'm like, it'll be fine.
I still have them.
Oh God,
I'll send them to you.
Was it in Discord that we did it?
I don't remember.
Did you like print them out and frame them so that on the day that Key Lime says you didn't warn me, you can be like, bitch, I got the receipts.
Here you go. You'll have to edit out all the sexting we did in between that conversation. But,
obviously.
Why? That's all the fun. Like, what's the point of anything else?
We'll redact the actual like part that we just talked about. It'll just be nothing but the sex or all that's on there.
This is how you get views.
That'll be the like 4,000 subscriber special. We'll just release the sex. But ultimately, I
don't remember signing up for that.
Well, it's like we're like an RP crew. It only makes sense that we'd have some like spicy sex between Carl and I. The two DMs just like firing at each other. Like it's wonderful. I'm like
sword fighting all the time.
All right. Moving on. The crew found themselves.
That escalated quickly.
But the crew found themselves using they were up on a balcony, and then as they were on this balcony, they discovered a hidden wall which had an elevator inside, which they promptly placed themselves in and pulled the lever, which started pulling them upwards, which is where we left off. The crew is on their way up in an elevator, and they've only got like 10-20 minutes left here before something is supposedly going to happen. They were told they had an hour, and that would be at 11:30 a.m. Barovia time. I'm sure they use the standard clocks that we do in the rest of the earth. Is there a special? Does D&D have like an official like clock system that isn't using like AM PM? I assume.
They kind of do. I know that they use a 10-day for their week system, at least in Forgotten Realms.
We're just going to assume they probably have cooler clocks. At least in Barovia, I can't imagine them being like at 3:30 a.m. we will all meet up. But
at fifth watch.
Yeah, exactly. They'd have way cooler words for it. But that is where we are. That is where the crew is. If there are no questions, we can dive in, and I can click the correct creepy music.
Yeah, let's just dive into it.
Creepy music it is. So I found out, side note, I did find out that the way that the sound sets are named in Sirenscape match the map names. And I didn't realize this. I was just like, these have the most random names in these sound sets. I'm never going to know what to play when. And then I realized they're literally the names of the journal chapters in the book, which is great. That was a nice little humble tea that I had to drink as I found that out. Just some fun side context as we dive in.
Wonderful.
So, yeah. Sorry, I just had to remind myself how much of an idiot I am before we start. So let me click on the correct thing, because now I care about clicking the correct one. Now I can't find it. This is bullshit. After that whole speech, I did. Oh, here it is. All right, I lied. All right, we're good. All right, so you guys jump into the elevator, pull the lever, and again, you can hear these chains like ratcheting and clacking as you guys start to climb up. And let me jump us to the next section of the map. You would think that I would have pre-placed you here knowing that literally this is the only thing that could have happened at the start of the episode, but I did not. So let me put you there and then do a sweet little map change and click on this thing to start music. Activate. Dun-dun-dun. All right. Sorry, I have to like transitioning maps in this is the most disorienting thing in Castle Ravenloft because everything is a disaster. All right, but here you are. You find yourselves in this room where all you can see is a small little stone room with like a wall directly across from you, with no obvious like way through it. But this is what you see when the elevator stops.
Augage can't see anything.
Oh, it's probably a torch situation.
Mm-hmm.
I turned your torch on.
Thank you.
Use all welcome.
So we do a perception to check our surroundings for traps or other mischieving stuff.
Yep, you can do such a thing. Go ahead and give me any perceptions that folks are trying to do.
Okay.
15.
It's pretty strong perception. That is a stronger perception. Why is everyone perceptive as hell today? What is going on?
I gotta make up for my awful rolls last time.
Yeah, those are some pretty sweet perception. So yeah, if I think that's good enough. I didn't see Panos. I didn't see your roll come through if you did one, but
maybe the D&D Beyond thing is kind of messing up with Foundry a bit.
Could be some wonkiness. But yes, with these perceptions, actually, both Saya and Augage are able to see that there is kind of like some notches in the wall that seem a little out of place directly across from you.
Okay.
On this.
So, should we try and... Does that seem like a door to you, Augie, or just...
I don't know, it seems like notches. I mean, do we try to touch it or poke it or
I'm personally all for poking it with my knife.
Beep boop beep boop.
I'm a little wary of poking things with my stick because I lost it last time I did that.
Well, I will go forward and, do the old, is it a mimic or is it a door or is it a wall? Poke.
I mean, the good news is that with your perception checks, if there was some obvious trapping there, you would have noticed. So, I mean, as far as you at least saw from back there, everything seemed okay. Just minus these notches.
Still gonna poke it with my I don't trust it.
So Saya drags the dagger across the notches, and nothing really registers as funny. Like, even as she's dragging it across them, she can feel them almost like impress into the wall a little bit, just under the slight pressure of her knife.
So can I just like push into the notches, like poke them?
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. So Saya pushes into the notches, and you can hear them like click into the wall, and then just a slow, like groaning stone dragging across the ground sound. Just this. That's not stone dragging sound, but you know what it sounds like. I was trying to I'm like, surely there's a button I have to do something like this. I don't think. Oh wait. Yes, there is. Click. Yeah, it sounds like that.
Sounds way better than your groaning.
Way better than my like dying cat sound that I used. And then it opens up into this room.
I think you need to unpause the game because I can't move.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think we should move forward. We don't have much time to lose.
Yeah, so when you guys enter this room, you can hear the rain and thunder outside, and the air here is cold and damp. Veils and curtains of webbing fill the room, making it hard to gauge its width and depth. A single narrow path leads to the dark center of the room. Oh wait, I'm reading the wrong fucking thing. Hold on. There are webs in here, so accurate up to that part. But in here, the ancient hall is choked with spider webs, broken by a single clear path down the center. And you can see a door over here.
All right, let's go for it. We don't have much time.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
All right, I will go and open the door.
Do we notice anything else inside the room other than the air is very cold? Is there anything else like ominous? Like anything we can touch whilst walking to get to the door without feet?
I mean, there's definitely webs all over the place. At least at a casual glance, that's really all that you see going on in here.
I'm like imagining Moonpoon walking down, touching things with his feet.
I mean, here it's kind of like there's an arched ceiling that's like 20 feet high. And it's kind of like these big bronze doors that Calanthos is running towards. Jesus Christ. And Calanthos opens said door.
I open the door.
And you're not going to believe it, guys. You may have heard this description before, but you can hear the rain and thunder outside. And the air here is cold and damp. Veils and curtains of webbing fill the room, making it hard to gauge its width and depth. A single narrow path leads to the dark center of the room, where a rope dangles high above. Rope.
And there's nothing on the rope?
You see the rope like going up to the ceiling. It's pretty high up in here. It's like 50 feet above you. You see this rope go into this like wood lattice work up above.
So we need to climb it.
Can we see what is attached with the rope? Is it like a door or a cellar door or something like that that's attached to the end of the rope up above us? Or is it that high that we can't see it?
I mean, it's 50 feet up. You guys would have enough vision to know like that it's going up into the like woodwork area, but it is kind of obscured, like the wood lattice work up there. Like it's obviously big enough for a person to get through, but you can't really make out like what's going on up there. Like the rope isn't attached to anything obvious.
What if I sent Piccolo up to check?
I forgot you had Piccolo on you.
Yeah.
I could send dancing lights up as well to light it up if we wanted to.
I think most of us have dark vision. August doesn't have dark vision, so never
yeah,
mind.
But you're still only seeing in dim light, like so. Like if I want to know if there's spiders up there. Basically, Saya is not impressed with the spider webs.
Yeah. Is anyone like doing any kind of perceptions or anything in this room?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do a perception.
If you want. See if you burned all your good percepts early. 14th there. Oh, August with the laser beam eyes.
It's because she's got Piccolo there, you see.
Yeah, she's got like an extra set of eyes. He somehow gives her advantage on every perception roll. But yeah, so August can absolutely see that up there through the lattice work, it almost looks like it's attached to like a bell tower of sorts. Up in there, so through the torchlight she can kind of like see the like reflection of the flames like just dancing off of this metal structure up there. So she would intuit that there is likely a bell tower up there with that strong of a perception. And also, as she's glancing around, you absolutely see some giant spiders like up there, just kind of chilling. They don't seem to be doing anything, but they are very much there.
Well, Saya's just going to very slowly back away from that.
No. We don't have any person that knows how to speak with spiders.
I can speak with animals.
Wait.
Yeah, maybe you could try that. I don't know. Like, just to be friendly or on our intentions towards them so they don't act aggressively when we climb up there. I don't know.
Cal, you're a drow, right?
Yep.
You're supposed to be super friendly with spiders.
Yes, but this drow is not super friendly with spiders.
She has a history of murdering
the worst of our respective racism classes.
I mean, I'm not.
The other thing that August notices, however, with her perception being so good, is that on the wall up here, through the spider webs, the thick spider webs, you can see that there is a door behind them.
Nice.
Can we just get the fuck out of here?
Yes, let's get out of the spider room.
Yes, please. I would very much appreciate that.
If I cast Speak with Animals, would it work on spiders? Are they animals?
Yeah.
Or beasts, I mean?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, and first I'm gonna talk to Piccolo.
Okay.
I wanna tell him we're about to get teleported out of here anyways, I'm sure, or something. I want to tell him, hey Piccolo, I think there's some spiders up there. What do you think? Do you think that they're gonna be like do you get a feeling if they're like gonna attack us or if they're chill? Because I kind of want to see what's behind that door.
So the moment you mention that there's spiders up there, he literally like jumps from one of your shoulders to the other, like over your head, like, gymnast style, just like terrified at this notion of spiders. And
oh, you don't like spiders?
Looks at you frantically, and he's just like, no spiders, no. Why do you want to do anything with them?
Okay, that didn't go how I was hoping. Would I be able to talk to the spiders from where I'm standing without like climbing up there? Do they see us or do we just see them?
You don't have like a great sense of where their like gaze is. You just know that they're like motionless up there.
What if I were to use my telepathy? Are they within 30 feet?
No, they are like 50 some odd feet above you.
Okay. Trying to avoid climbing because I'm not dexterous.
Why would you go up there? Why do you?
There's a door.
Isn't the door down here?
Down here, I thought.
Oh, is it down here? I thought it was up behind the spiders.
There's two doors. One above the rope.
The
spiders. And there's
so the rope is like in here. The secret door that you saw was back here.
Okay. Well, then let's check the door.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Okay. I was like, I did not want to engage in spiders.
No. Well, I was trying to avoid having to fight them, but yeah, this is better.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Let's try the door.
Sneaking towards the door and getting out.
All right. So Kalanthos is like making his way through. It's like really thick spider webs. And as you're breaking through, you can see Saya glancing up at the spiders, like not keeping her eyes off of them. And they don't seem to move at this disturbance. So it seems as though everything is okay. And as you finally get your way through the spider webs and get to the door, creak it open. Eesh. You can see.
Is that where the sword is?
You see this octagonal vault is free of any dust and cobwebs. The domed ceiling 40 feet high above is painted black and sparkles with a display of stars in unfamiliar constellations. Barely contained within this vault is a square tower, 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on all sides of the battlemented front roof. The battlemented roof.
So would you call this a fortress within a fortress, perhaps?
Yes, I would.
So yeah, I mean, like this whole like square thing here is essentially, like these massive, like vaulted, things, this massive like vault thing, and then there's just this tower in the middle of it.
Do we see a way in?
So upon looking at this, you can see that there are arrow slits in the little peripheral thing here. Mm-hmm. But these arrow slits are only 4 inches wide and 2 feet tall.
Do we see anything through them?
You can definitely see the tower, like inside it, right in here.
Saya, you don't have any arrows that could fill those slits, do you?
Well, yes, they're normal. Like I could shoot through it, but what would I be shooting? Is there any noticeable target or something to hit?
I wonder why they are constructed like that, though. Is it a coincidence that an arrow could go through them, but nothing else? Can I, do a sleight of hand or a perception on why the slits are formed like that? Like, does it look like anything else could fill through them? Like, anything else could go through them?
Yeah, actually, Moonpoon, it's very fortuitous that you asked that question. You, of all people, kind of like get this familiar feeling as you look at this. Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Not great.
Let me
Apparently,
try.
you just had some bad food earlier. That was the feeling you were feeling.
My stomach aches. What did we have for lunch? I don't even.
Oh wow. Okay, Augage.
Remember.
So Augage kind of like searches her brain, and she can almost like remember a story being told around a campfire one day, of a spell that was used where this great mage was able to summon a fortress using an incantation. You heard it referred to as like Dairn's Instant Fortress as a spell.
That sounds awesome.
And I used all of my 3rd level spells. Dang it.
Would we know if there's any way to bypass this thing? Is there any way to figure it
out? Augage would recall hearing that only a spell as powerful as something foretold, such as like Wish, could destroy or take down such a fortress.
Wow, so even dispel magic, so it wouldn't matter if I had my 3rd level spells anyways.
Correct. However,
it would be meaningless to even attempt this. This level of magic abilities is not something that we hold right now in our hands. We need to figure another way in.
Yeah, the only things that you see as a way in would be those little 4-inch wide, 2 feet tall arrow slits.
Is there some sort of phrase we could say to enter? Maybe present some token?
Maybe interpretive dance?
Maybe interpretive dance.
It's worked once before.
Are you guys drunk?
No, it worked before. The tower.
Okay. So what do you suggest?
4-inch wide and 2 feet tall.
What size is Piccolo?
I was thinking he could probably get in, but okay, I'll ask Piccolo. Piccolo, do you think that you could fit through there?
Are there any spiders in there?
No spiders.
I don't think so. The spider's behind us.
Okay. And you see him like jump off of you and scurry up the side of the tower, and he struggles at first, but is ultimately able to make it inside. You can kind of like just hear him scurrying around inside, and he like gets to the tower, and he's again the scurrying sounds, and then he makes his way out and looks at you and says, "There's things in here, shiny things."
Do you see a way for us to get in? Do you see a lever or anything that might open it up?
And he like scampers around again, and then like scampers back up, and he says, "Nothing like that. Can't you make yourself a rat or something?"
Oh yeah, I can, can't I?
I saw you do it when we were at Vallaki.
I thought
you were a smart monkey you are. That's why you're my best friend.
He tips his hat. Boop.
All right.
Why does he have a hat?
But I don't know if I have any more.
I don't think you've any left.
I don't think I have any beast shapes left.
Oh, too bad. And he comes back.
What kinds of things do you see in there?
Yeah, does anyone have mage hand?
No.
So Piccolo comes like he like scurries back in and then scurries back up, and he says, "There's so many coins in here, like roughly 50,000 copper pieces, 10,000 silver, 10,000 gold, 1,000 platinum, a bunch of gems. There's a shield with a cool dragon on it, and at the top of the tower there's all kinds of jewelry inside a sack, and this jug that looks strange, a weird helmet. There's some rods and some bottles with some liquids in it, and there was just this like bottom of a sword in there on top of all the coins."
Ooh, could he grab that?
We have to get that sword.
Get all of the cool things. Get the shield, the sword.
Does the wall look like something we could climb over? If we, per se, had a grappling hook?
Go downstairs and go potty.
No, so this fortress, this like vault structure around the tower is very much like all-encompassing.
Okay.
I say we get the sword hilt.
Orgits, do you think they would let something get the sword out that easily? That's a very powerful spell. Don't you think something bad will happen to him?
They left these holes in the wall.
Grab the sword, yeah, but it feels like there is more than that. The spider webs, the different temperature. Do you think when he grabs the sword, it's not gonna be fine? We're gonna take the sword and just leave.
All right. Well, I'll tell Piccolo. I'll tell Piccolo. We don't know if anything will happen if you grab that sword and bring it to us, but it is something that we're looking for in order to get back at Strahd.
To hurt his master.
Question is, can he search for traps before he grabs the sword? That's
He's a monk.
Question. Yeah, I suppose not. Basically.
It seemed okay when I was running around. I didn't see anything weird.
Bring the shiny things.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do a perception just in case to see if there are any traps just from outside. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Do it again.
Moonpoon just ripping them.
Can we smash open the doors?
You could try.
That'll wake the spiders.
It's okay. Let's bet it all on Piccolo. I believe in Piccolo.
Let Piccolo try, and then we can try and break the door down if needs be.
It all comes down to a monkey.
We can put like a good kind of sand above his grave when he dies.
Does my
bolt going into his head.
Does my statue do anything cool? I can't remember.
It would not do anything cool in this respect, but let me pull up what it does again.
I mean, I do remember that it did cool stuff. I just couldn't remember if it was.
I need to check what my mace does actually, because I got the Mace of Terror.
Let me share the thing that you got, so you can at least see it. So if you look in your journal entries, you should see one now for the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
All right, journal. There it is.
Where's my journal?
It's empty.
Oh, there's no text, just the image.
Yeah.
Oh, you just seen? That's not useful.
Just says magic items with a drop down.
Nothing. It doesn't have any description.
Oh, not useful. Let me fix that, hopefully. Otherwise I can just share it on screen. But I mean, to answer your original question.
You can see the text for Mace of Terror.
Okay, yeah. So I changed the way that one was shared. So let me share this one in the same way. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
This is for the amulet, right? What about my statue that I got?
Oh, right.
Because none of us can use the amulet yet.
I believe your statue was equally not as useful for in this specific scenario, but let me dig it up.
I'm reaching for everything because my useful spells are not available to me right
now. This one. Configure permissions, give it to everybody. There you go. There's your icon of Ravenloft.
There we go.
So, is the plan to have Piccolo grab things and bring them out?
Especially the sword hilt, I think.
Yeah, sword is highest priority, I think.
Let's risk it for the biscuit. Although it's
well, I'm giving him the choice. He has agency if he wants to risk it or not.
No, don't give him agency. Just have him get the sword. Is most important thing.
It is the important thing, and that's why I explained to him that it's important.
So you see Piccolo like jump in through the little arrow slit again, and again you can hear the rustling, and you hear lots of like coins being like scattered and thrown around. And then at the arrow slit, you can see Piccolo appear again with the hilt in his mouth, and like his little vest is loaded to the brim with like platinum pieces. And
oh, Piccolo, I love you so much.
What good boy.
you see him like attempting to get through the arrow slit, and he can't.
I want to reach up and try
to.
We'll reach up and try to help him.
So you see him struggling, and he like ultimately falls through and lands directly in front of you.
Thank you so much, Piccolo. What about, there were some other things, right? I mean, he would be able to pull through the shield, but what about the helmet?
The helmet, I mean, you don't know this, but it would definitely not fit through that arrow slit.
Would any of the good stuff fit through the arrow slit besides the sword?
Certainly like all the gemstones and all the coins.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, I mean, this little monkey has basically come and waddled himself laden with stuff. Saya's like, yep, that's fine. That's good. I'll take some of that.
I mean,
the sword was the important thing. I was just trying to see if there was anything else. So.
Yeah, but he does emerge with the hilt and a bunch of platinum pieces. You would estimate like 60.
Give him hugs and
Silver
kisses and
more
cuddles.
Important for you, Cal.
Do I sense any magical energy coming out, oozing from the sword?
Yeah, I mean, without even doing a check, like you can all sense something about this sword.
I want to know what it is before I use it, because everything in this place is like, if
this was the thing that we came for.
If you're
wait, this is the fortress within the fortress, right?
Yeah.
So this is the sword. Awesome sword.
But I don't want it to be like, if you're evil, it will emulate you from the inside out.
Yeah, we do need to figure that out.
It would be cursed or something.
Let's spend a little bit of time with that bad boy before we use that.
Can we tell anything about it right now, Key Lime?
Anyone can give me some kind of check if you would like.
Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana would work.
Saya's been with these guys long enough.
Are there any other choices besides Arcana?
Maybe religion?
I would actually give you history if you want it.
Oh, history.
They're all the same to me, so.
Yeah.
No, actually,
history since I'm more likely to know about history than anything else. Okay. 18.
So Kalanthos with his 18 is very confident that this is some kind of magical sword, likely handled by Strahd's brother Sergei. You can see very similar ornamentation on the hilt that you would have seen in the tomb area on the statue. So you can see like familiar markings on this hilt. And Moonpoon, you almost like pick up a level of sentience from the hilt.
Oh, I don't know if this hilt is alive, but it gives me a great vibe of sentience. I don't know what's going on with it.
Ooh, that's cool.
Can Ogit try and talk to it telepathically or something? Telepathy? I don't know.
Well, first, Ogage would like to put her hand on the wall and say, "Thank you, Sergei. We're going to take care of him."
Take care.
Maybe the spirit of Sergei is inside the sword.
Ooh, that would be kind of creepy.
That's why I said, like, maybe you could try and talk or communicate with a sword with some
Ogage is the
cell.
type who would try to talk to a sword.
If she believes that the spirit of Sergei is inside, even more the reason. I mean.
So,
hello, Sergei. Can you hear me?
Is the hilt just on the ground, or are you picking it up, or like what are you doing?
Saya has it, right?
I don't know who took it. Like,
I probably would have. I probably would have been the one
picking it up.
I probably would have been the one to touch it, considering everything else is meant for good people.
So when Ogage picks it up, she immediately gets this like feeling in her hand, and it's a feeling like you've never really felt before, where you can almost like sense the sword's presence in its state of mind almost. Like you get this overwhelming sense of like peace and joy as you're holding this sword in your hand.
Okay. And when I talk to it, I'll say, "Is that you, Sergey?"
And you can feel like a buzz in your hand. It's not like a satisfying buzz. It's almost like it doesn't hurt you, but you can almost like it feels like a negative.
Like a no. Okay.
Like.
What do you think, Ogit? Is the sword communicating with you?
It definitely is. Is this the
do you
spirit
believe it's cursed?
I don't know. But I know that it's going to be helpful against Strahd. I want to say to the sword, are you going to help us defeat Strahd?
And you get like a fierce, like overwhelming sense of positivity, like strong, like fuck yes.
This sword wants some blood. So I'll ask the last question. I'll ask the sword, can you only be wielded by somebody who's good?
And you get that buzz again.
Negative?
No.
Okay.
Negative.
I'll hand it to Cal then.
Ooh. Okay. So...
But first, I'll give it a kiss.
It's dirty, dude. It has been in this place for ages, for who knows how many decades, and you're kissing it?
It's going to help us defeat Strahd. Of course I am.
I gotta send you a message, Key, real quick about some stuff.
Okay.
So carry on.
All right.
Carry on, my wayward son.
The message, it was August 7th, 2020.
It was what?
I told you to switch your stats.
Oh, nice. That kind of message. Nice. August of 2020. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And almost a year. 2 years, I mean.
2 years, yeah.
So, Kalanthos, when he's holding this hilt, he feels something as well. Like, you know, he gets that like satisfying feeling from his hand when he's holding it. So, like, whatever sensation August was feeling, he is now feeling.
So I guess our job here is done. I don't think we should need to bother to pick up all the coins, should we?
Well, we can't. Although, did Piccolo bring back any silver? Because Cal made a good point about us maybe needing some more silver.
Mm-hmm.
He specifically only grabbed platinum.
Okay.
I mean,
but we have lots of silver coins,
have
though,
lots
don't
of
we?
silver, yeah.
Okay.
I'll melt some down on an extra.
It's okay. I'm proud of my Piccolo. I'm not going to be like nitpicking him about what he grabbed.
Before we leave, I want to see like above me to see if the spiders are still atop when we left them. Are they at the same place, motionless? The spiders, or have they disappeared from the ceiling altogether?
They are still in place.
So I guess the spiders are guarding that place above us. But do we even want to go there? What's the point?
No.
What other treasures were there? You said there was a sword, a shield, a helmet.
Shield and a helmet.
A jug.
There was
rods.
Yeah, there was a rod as well.
Oh,
I say we get some of the smaller items and bring them with us.
The rod.
These things Strahd purposefully left in here. They're likely the things that will harm him the most.
Piccolo, do you think you could grab that rod too? It might be something I could use.
Should we be greedy? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, we should be greedy.
We're overstaying.
We have a little bit of time left.
I'll stand by the door, just keeping watch on. If I can keep my eyes in two directions, one's always on the spiders.
Yeah, I'll stand watch with you too.
Yeah. So, just to make you guys sad, I shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't, but I'm just gonna do it because that's the helmet that's in there. But
that's so pretty.
That would have been.
We have no way of getting it.
Damn.
That could have been cool.
That's awesome.
We might have a way, but we haven't figured it out yet.
Well,
Yeah.
There might be a way to get inside.
The thing is,
Help
even
with
if
Brilliance is
Augie
basically unlimited spells.
oh man, even if Augie gets in there, how would she get out with the helmet?
Yeah.
Sounds like you have my helmet. Please give that back.
What if she goes inside? She wears the helmet. She becomes a rat again, and she goes out. Would she be
I can't
wearing?
become a rat right now, anyways.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking.
Cal, ask the sword if there's a way to get in there.
I think the sword only gives positive.
I know, but it's at least a yes or no if there's a way for us to get in.
Does the sword require attunement?
Yes.
I mean, yes, but as far as like conveying emotions,
all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say like its sentience is definitely detectable without attunement.
All right. I will ask it. Is there a way to get in the vault?
And you get a warm, like positive feeling in your hand.
Can we get into the vault?
And you get this like mix of buzzing and positivity, as if it's like it's not sure.
He's not very helpful.
Okay.
We can get into it, but we can't get into it.
Your hand's like burning in your hand as you like chastise the sword in front of it. No.
Is the rod worth going for or sending Piccolo back in for?
I don't think so.
It's only going to take a minute or so. What else are we doing here?
Yeah,
where else are we gonna go?
Time, like, I mean, as far as time goes, like, first off, the clock's gonna click over 1, so you got 10 minutes left. But I mean, as far as what your intentions were in here, this was kind of everything that you had to at least plan to do.
Yeah.
So
we got the sword, we got the amulet. Those were the biggest things.
It is totally up to you if you guys like want to take another minute or two to like just grab whatever you can out of there, or if you'd rather spend the last like 10 minutes wandering.
Grab the rod at least.
Can I walk around at least the edge of the vault and see if I see any way in? And I'll ask Piccolo if he'll go back in and see if he can get the rod.
Yeah, so he goes in and he starts like rummaging around in there. You can hear him like scamper up to the top floor of the tower as you kind of like do this perimeter. Like it's kind of walled off though. Like you can see it even from like a map perspective. Like it kind of like touches the walls. So there's not a whole lot of place to go. But there is no obvious way through.
Okay.
But
what if I just put my head against it and go, please let me in?
Come on, Bill, you just step aside.
Does Calientes have any detectable feats left? No.
No, I'm completely spent. I've got nothing left. So I'm just gonna hack at this thing. I'm gonna hack at the wall or the door to see if I could break it down.
Yeah.
You know it's a spell though. Orgid explained that to you.
Kalitas isn't exactly the smartest man, so he's at this point he's frustrated. So he's just going to take his fancy new sword.
Sitting there, so pretty.
So
is Piccolo still going in for my rod though?
Yeah, Piccolo is definitely going in for your rod.
Okay.
Who did the I think it was Olgid who did a perception on this wall.
I did. It wasn't great.
Okay. Did someone have a good perception on this wall or not so much?
I don't know if we rolled perception on this wall.
Let's do a good perception on the wall. Let's do it now.
I'll take a good perception on the wall.
Oh my god.
One could argue that's a pretty good perception on the wall.
Yeah, one could argue that.
So Moonpoon, like now being told by Olgij that this was like from a spell, specifically, Moonpoon's like looking at this wall, and you're not like sensing or remembering anything like dangerous about this fortress, just that it's made out of like pure adamantine, you know, and it's like very hard to like essentially dispel with any kind of magic. The walls are like 3 feet deep. You know that it has like essentially resistances to like everything.
Calientes, even if you bring your sword.
He didn't finish explaining.
Oh, okay.
No, that's essentially it. I mean, it's basically just like this super hard, super thick wall.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell us, but you notice that there's a little...
It's a spell, guys. You can't have stuff like that.
And you can't make it go away.
Why are you such a negative Nancy?
Because I'm a wizard, girl. What do you want? Go back to your transformation.
What if you cast a random spell and see if we get a wild magic that will open it for us or dispel it?
I never thought that I would see the day that you would ask me something.
No, but don't do it while Piccolo's in there, please.
I mean,
I say we walk out, close the door, let him cast the spell, and walk back in.
I think we should avoid unnecessary risks right now.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let's get Piccolo's getting my rod, so let's get my rod. I want to see what it is.
Yeah, he pops out with it, and you can kind of see this little like gnarled looking like wand sized thing that he pops out
Oh,
with.
so it's not like a staff.
No, it's more like something Alicia would love.
Ooh. I love Alicia, so. We do have a paladin that's kind of a warlock, though.
We don't know that. He could just be really nice and into green stuff.
It's kind of unfortunate. I feel like all the cool stuff that you guys have run into, minus a statue, it's like Kalanthos could use this.
Yeah, Kalanthos could use it, except he's the worst paladin. Can't use the armor. Can't use like 4 other things that we got. It's like, sorry,
I got
not good.
You can use the sword though.
I can use the sword.
It's not bad.
All right. Well, the sword is important, and so can I tell anything about this rod, or maybe Moonpoon, you can help me by rolling an Arcana?
Yeah, anyone that wants to Arcana it up. 15, 6.
Saya's just doing what the cool kids do.
Yeah, I mean, with a 15, Moonpoon would know. This isn't like a hyper rare item, although it is a cool one. This would be a Rod of the Pact Keeper. Essentially, when you're holding this rod, if you are a warlock, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to saving throw DCs of your warlock spells specifically.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's for a warlock. It's pretty
a cool one.
I'm going to say, Kalanthos, I've noticed that you have been a little warlocky lately. Do you want to admit to anything?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'll just keep this to myself.
Inside.
Snaps it over her knee. She's like, guess no one needs this then.
Throw out this garbage.
21. Does he know what he's talking about?
So, Carl, does Moonpoon pick up any deception in your voice?
I mean, at this point, it's very obvious that Kalanthos is hiding something. Obviously, not exactly very paladin-like.
Do you think this is the proper time to keep secrets? We're putting ourselves in the line through every fiber of our being in this castle.
And if you would just trust us with your secret, you could have a bonus to spell damage.
I mean,
So,
you are already...
Does this rod need to be held in a hand?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't use it.
You can't use it
I give up
anyways.
my shield,
Okay.
which I need. I'll take it.
Well, you have to admit to me, though. I'm not giving it to you unless you admit to me.
Role play.
Yeah. My burden is my own. This has been mine. I've come to terms with it. And we are working towards a common goal.
Putting our life at risk with every step.
Just so you know, I've seen some things in my dreams, and I know probably more than you think I do. But I will let you come to me when you're ready.
I
appreciate that.
And
I'm gonna look at him.
Keep the rod.
I'm gonna look at him with a slight incurious look, and I'm gonna be like, I hope you don't put all of us at risk when the time is nigh.
Says the wild magic sorcerer.
Yes, I was just about to say
Literally shot in the back.
Yeah, just shot.
I have good intentions, though. Like, I'm not hiding stuff.
So does he.
Yeah, and how do you know he doesn't?
Secretive.
And you don't know much about me either.
You're a rogue.
I resent that. I am an infiltration specialist, I'll have you know.
I can bullshit.
All right. Anyway, I think we're done here. Piccolo, you've been wonderful. Do you have everything that you wanted out of there?
Wait. I still want stuff. The shield. Can you get the shield?
So do I, but
no.
it's a little monkey.
So, oddly enough, so Piccolo, when he returns with everything, he's just like, yeah, that seems like all I can carry. The shield seemed to talk to me. It creeped me out.
Really?
Why the fuck does everything talk?
Did the shield tell us how we could get in there?
I don't know. I just ran it. When I stepped on it, it seemed to, like, yelp almost. I didn't like it.
Oh, dear. Well, you're safe now, and I'm proud of you.
He's like smiles and then returns to his perch on your shoulders.
Can you impress upon the monkey the importance of the talking magical shield?
In what sense? Do you have an idea for how he's going to get it through this tiny hole?
So, like,
no.
For what it's worth, the shield could totally fit if you turned it on its side. It's just
really?
that it's a literal shield and it's a monkey. So, like, he's not going to be able to pick it up.
Yeah.
If you could drag it to the wall, could we get an arm through?
The tower is, like, definitely far enough away that you wouldn't be able to reach anything.
Could you perhaps convince the monkey to take the grappling hook up into the tower, act as a pulley, and kind of ratchet it up?
This used to be a D&D stream, then it became a Boba.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his understanding reaches that level. I mean, monkeys are pretty smart, but
I think we should leave. We overstayed our welcome, and who knows what.
Well, where are we gonna go? We're about to be like done here.
Real quick for entertainment's sake, August, just roll me a D20 on it.
Okay, I'm
Roll
gonna risk it.
the roll you need.
On a natural 20, we will say that Piccolo has the dexterity to do said task.
It was Did you see how close the 20 was to 14?
But unfortunately, Piccolo is not confident in his, rope tying capabilities to do this little pulley plan that you guys had.
It was worth a go.
Can I do a persuasion check on Piccolo? Maybe we can persuade him to go. I'll give him a ton of peanuts or bananas. I don't know.
Whatever monkeys like.
Enjoy the most.
Yeah, it does not seem as though you are going to be able to get anything. Although he does... actually, no, never mind, not even.
Should we check the rope once more? Or should
No.
we leave it like this?
I think all that's up there are spiders.
Leave the spiders alone. Nobody needs to
There is
bother.
a reason that those spiders are guarding that entrance, though.
I know. I'm very interested in it as well, but I also don't want to die. So
I've seen enough people fed to spiders in my day that I don't need to see that again.
It's just a couple of spiders. How can you be so scared? You will fight demons who are far more formidable than spiders.
I feel like we're in a better spot to fight Strahd.
I'd rather not fight the spiders. And what if they're like Strahd's beloved pets? We've already murdered his 3 wives.
And
Let's
keep
not
in mind
spider
that like
too.
the spell, me and Kalanthas do not have many, if any, spells left. So
I think we should leave before we are found with these illicit goods that we are truly not meant to have.
All right, let's start heading back towards the entrance then, I guess.
Yeah, and like as you guys are like turning towards the door, you can hear like creaking and chain link sounds like creaking off in the distance as you're approaching the door.
Can I set fire to all of the webs around us?
That does not seem like a good idea.
Why would you like to do? Why?
I mean, you can if you'd like.
They're hard to walk. I don't know.
Do you think fire is easier to walk in?
I mean, they're gonna get burned, so it's gonna be non-existent.
But we will die in the process.
Okay, I'm not. I'm just like debating, like if it would make sense.
It would not.
Let's just get out of here.
Are you flipping me off?
Can we do a perception check to see what was the crackling noise that we had as we were walking through the door?
Yeah, you roll a natural 20 and you sense that it was Sirenscape random sounds. Just random ambience that was built into Sirenscape, nothing of note.
Cool. So where should we go? Should we look somewhere else or should we leave because we are close to outstaying our welcome?
Yeah, I guess just start going back the way we came. There's nothing else in here, right? Other than going up the rope.
Which we are absolutely not doing.
Yeah, as far as you know, that is all that you know of this area so far.
I mean, we didn't check the room like specifically like for hidden entrances or cellar doors or whatever.
Well, we could only really see this one wall in the front. We couldn't even get around it. So
Yeah. And there's nothing in the room.
I think my fog of war is not helping me, but maybe. So yeah, I mean, as you guys go back into this room, give me anyone that wants to do a perception, feel free to do so. You guys never really rolled a perception in here.
Nope. I see nothing.
Oh no. All our rolls are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not the greatest. You guys aren't really noticing anything else interesting of the room. However, Kalanthos, being as stepped up as he is, when he glances to where you guys came from, like in this direction, you would absolutely notice that the elevator is not there anymore.
Oh, shit.
Oh, crap.
That may or may not have been the chain noises that I referenced as you were leaving over here.
You said it was the Sirenscapes.
Well, the weird creaky sounds you heard were Sirenscape, but from a DM storytelling perspective, I did mention that you did hear chains. And
yeah,
whatnot.
I thought that was what Panos was asking about.
Yeah.
Oh no, those were actual chain sounds that you guys heard.
Okay.
The other Sirenscape sounds were not sounds.
How far down is that drop?
I mean, you wouldn't have like a great exact sense of it, but you definitely know that you wouldn't want to jump it.
So our only option is the rope.
So
our only option is to make Piccolo test it out to see if he survives if he jumps down.
No.
So as you guys are deliberating, you can now hear the elevator starting to clink its way back up.
Oh, somebody coming to collect us, maybe?
Well,
or maybe it's timed.
Hide all the illicit goods, please.
After a while, maybe the elevator activates by itself. Maybe it has a mechanism like that. Should we hide? But I mean, even if we want to, why should we hide?
If someone's coming to get us, they already know we're here, so...
Yeah, we can surprise them, though. We don't have to stay, out in the open. We can hide in the other room that we were before. Or at least wait for them there, not hide, per se.
In the fortress room?
That's where the spiders are.
Not in the fortress room.
I don't know.
We're gonna wait here, see what happens.
Yeah.
So you hear the elevator sounds coming up, and then you can see that rough wooden structure starting to appear. And then as it starts to move up, you can meet the gaze of someone that you met when you first entered the castle. You see Strahd's little helper man standing in the elevator.
Oh, hello!
It makes an abrupt stop, and then he takes a step forward slowly, and he moves through the door and just looks at all of you. Have yourselves some fun. Did you?
Yeah, we were looking for you. We lost you there for a minute.
We went to look for the bathroom and we all got lost.
I really have to pee.
Yes, considering the elevator access is hidden, I can only imagine how hard you looked for this bathroom.
We know better.
I mean, at least I didn't pee on the floor of the elevator.
Sure.
You really need to clean this one. There's spiders all over the place.
Yes, they're everywhere.
You know better than us that this castle is a maze. You've been living here so many years, I suppose. It's easy for anybody to get lost, even searching their way out, especially to people that have never been here before.
Yes, that is very true. It did take me quite a while to find my way around Ravenloft. The master says you've been busy. He's enjoyed watching you. He's even allowed you to have what you have, and he says you may keep it.
But I'm not sure what he's talking about, but that's very kind of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he sharply looks at Ogden and says, "Enough of the charade. We know, and we welcome it. The master was unimpressed at our dinner with all of you, and he thinks that maybe you need a bit more cooking, a bit more time to be worthy. So gather yourselves, join me on the elevator, and I will give you your leave. And he kind of steps aside and gestures for you guys to hop on the elevator.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go. Yep, let's get out of there.
Fair enough.
I figured we'd be collected.
That seems reasonable.
And he kind of like nudges you forward somewhat aggressively. He's like poking you in the back to like get you on the elevator. So yeah, all of you guys hop on, and Rahadin kind of like stands next to the lever and like pulls it, and you guys begin moving downwards. Downwards. And let me grab tokens and move them, which is useful. Sorry, I have to like move way too many things. And activate. You guys find yourselves in this like dark area where there is no obvious like way, and Rahadin like turns to the wall and like gestures towards it, and you can see the wall kind of just like wave away in like a little illusionary type thing, revealing an entrance. And you find yourselves like just outside the dinner hall that you were before.
Oh, I recognize this.
I know where we are. You see, this is why we couldn't find our way to the bathroom.
Tempted to pop a squat right here.
I don't think he's still. I don't think he's still with us though. I think he just called the elevator for us and he stayed up there. Or
no,
he came with us.
Yeah, Rahadin came down with you guys.
Augie just like pops the squat and like makes direct eye contact, marking our territory.
Dead in the eyes the whole time. So he says, you know the way. Please see yourselves out. I insist.
All right, I'll blow him a kiss. Bye.
You see him just kind of like scowl. He's just like fucking gross.
I'm gonna tell back to him. I'm gonna say, you know the way, Mandalorian.
Nice. This is the way. So yeah, you guys would know if you guys are planning to beeline it. Like you would essentially go up and out that way.
I think we would just beeline out. Yeah, happy that we're not dead.
I don't want to push our luck because we've got all this cool stuff.
Yeah, and we may or may not need some snoozies.
Yeah, for sure.
Where are we going to snooze?
Can you refresh us, because we've been in this castle for what seems like half a year?
Yes.
The map of Barovia.
Oh, like literally the map of Barovia?
Like where is the castle?
Yeah, like we're leaving. We want to know where do we go so that we can get like a long rest or whatever.
I think Velaki is the closest place.
But that's
not safe.
Velaki a shithole now?
So you guys are, I mean, I'll show you the map. I do want you to leave first, but I will show you the map.
Can you just move us off or move us out here?
Move out.
Yeah, are you guys just planning to just like straight out?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So yeah, then if that is the case, then let me do a DS. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Why aren't your tokens on this map? Oh, holy crap. Oh, because it was in my other instance. That's why. I was like, I definitely left you here. All right, so let me drag you guys over here real quick. Doing some other things real quick. Nothing of note. Sorry, side effect of me not having the same instance as I had before.
Same.
Well, would have been fine if this was what it should be. Please.
You sound in genuine pain.
Also, I think like when you're long rest, you can attune to an item as well. So if anybody wants to attune one of those magical items that we got,
I need to attune to my statue.
I don't know if you need to attune to the sword as well. I'm not sure how it works.
I need to attune to my Mace of Terror.
Oh my god. Sorry. So annoying. They have... I'm not even going to say. It's just so annoying. They don't label these. Oh my god. Label them, please. It's just like side 1, side 2, side 3. There you go. That's the one. All right, so you guys, sorry, you make your way outside, and you can kind of like retrace your steps. And as you guys are leaving the actual like castle grounds itself, you can like hear off in the distance this like bellow. This is like floating like 50 feet above you. As you turn around, you can see the horse that Strahd rode in on when you guys were at the Druids like forest when you fought the big tree. You see Strahd just like hovering above on Bucephalus, just looking down at all of you as you're leaving. And he oh good.
Is he smirking or something? Like, go on with the description, sorry.
Yeah, he's just kind of like looking at all of you with like a very serious and stern face. And you can hear him just like echoing over the courtyard. Know this. This is the last time you will be at Castle Ravenloft with safety. Now go. Come back and be worthy or perish and stay forever in Barovia. Just shouts it. And then he flies away with Bucephalus.
Such drama queen, for God.
Lame.
Honest to God, man.
Just shouts, Luther, say what?
Did he like enter the emo phase and just never leave?
He like kind of like takes his flock of seagulls haircut and he just like whips it to the side. He's like,
I whip my hair back and forth.
Go back to my room.
God.
And as you guys leave the Castle Ravenloft grounds, let me show you the main map. But the first thing that you notice when you leave is this like tingling sensation throughout all of your bodies as you level up to level 7. Ow, ow. Ding, 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 ding. I think there's a button, right? What does this button do? It sounds triumphant. Yeah.
What? So nice.
Ta-da! Yes, so level 7 peoples. Oh, even a beautiful harp ending. Sick. So yes, you all ding up to 7. And let me give you the world map view here again. So as a reminder, you guys are currently here. I'm pinging as aggressively as I can on the world map. Oh. So that is Castle Ravenloft over there.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a destination in mind?
Somewhere that we won't be immediately stabbed.
This is Vallaki over here, right? Oh, my pinging's not working. I forget how to ping.
That's Vallaki.
You hold X to pull out the ping button.
Right. This. Well, what's this?
No,
that's Barovia. That was the original town.
Oh, the original town. Okay.
Yeah, Vallaki's the one up at the river on the left.
Okay, so that's Vallaki. We can't go there.
Yeah, so like.
I mean, we could just camp out, and I can use my Hearth of Moon and Shadow.
Yeah. What was this thing down by the water? That up here is Vallaki.
The water elemental?
This right here is where you got your card reading. This was like the Vistani camp.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I bet they would let us stay the night, don't you think?
Don't the Vistani not really like...
Yeah, but those were the mean ones. These are the ones that like were dancing around the fire with the flutes. I was playing the flute with them.
Yeah, it was the one that's at Vallaki that didn't like us. These ones were all right. That was where we got the Taroka reading.
The one with the hippie orgies that we had, like Woodstock.
Yep. What was that sound?
I don't know.
That was... I don't believe that was from Sirenscape.
I didn't fart, I promise.
So, should we camp? I don't want to camp near the castle. I'd rather camp somewhere that's not anywhere near the castle. I don't want to be eaten by wolves or something else.
So, yeah. Maybe we will give you guys a week to think about where you want to go, or you can just tell me offline where you would like to go. But the crew has successfully pillaged Castle Ravenloft at the discretion of Strahd, apparently aware of all of your activities inside, but allowed you to do so anyway, and leveled up to level 7. But we will have to see next week what the party plans to do. And we will see you next week. We love you, everybody. Goodbye. Kisses. Good night, everybody.